Well, in this article, we'll be wondering and pondering why Jagaban is trending in Osun State. You could remember what transpired between Jagaban, Tinubu, and Aregbesola. A few days before the 2018 Osun State governorship election, Bola Tinubu made national headlines for claiming to be richer than the entire state. Okay. Jagaban, as he is fondly called, made that claim after being accused of installing a governorship candidate to harvest the state's money for him. One, have you seen the state of his bullion van? 4 years later, a month to another Osun governorship election, the former Lagos state governor is back to becoming a trending topic in Osun State. From where to where, that is where the question lies. As far as godfathers go in Nigerian politics, Jagaban is top of his class. He has handpicked all the three governors that have emerged in Lagos since he left the government house in 2007 rather, sorry. His reach extends across much of the southwest too also, which means he has had one or two things to say about who gets picked where in the region. The candidate he was accused of installing 4 years ago is Gboyega Oyetola, who is also his cousin, according to reports. It's Tinubu's cousin. Well, Oyetola narrowly won the 2018 election and is now trying to win a second term in office. But his bid has caused some friction in the All Progressive Congress APC. A trip down memory lane. Why not? Before there was Oyetola as Jagaban's alleged Osun party, there was Rauf Aregbesola, the current Minister of Interior, who likes to be called Ogbeni Rauf Aregbesola. Before, they said there was Oyetola as Jagaban's alleged Osun party and also Rauf Aregbesola, the former before Oyetola became the governor. You may remember him as the guy that announces the public holidays you love so much. Yes, that is what Aregbesola is known for. Aregbesola's achievement as interior minister has been declaring public holidays. Bandits are walking freely into the country and causing mayhem, but Ogbeni is waiting to announce the next public holiday. That is what people say or people know him for. Well, he is also the guy that did this for some reason. You can see Ogbeni Rauf Aregbesola served as Lagos Commissioner of Works and Infrastructure under Tinubu's administration before he was drafted to take over as a governor in Osun State. Yes, he was the Lagos Commissioner during Tinubu's tenure as the Lagos State Governor. Cousin Oyetola, who is the cousin to Tinubu, cousin Oyetola was at the time handpicked by who to serve as Ogbeni's chief of staff for his 2 terms as governor until it was his own time to take over the top seat in 2018. Then Ogbeni Rauf Aregbesola publicly backed Oyetola's run to replace him, but it was no secret that it wasn't his decision. Jagaban was pulling the strings from miles away, yes, back to the present. Yes, now we are in the present, things are getting out of hands, and that is what it is. Yes, if you put your palm down and you write, definitely if you write and extend them out of your palm or from the pamphlet or the book, that means things are getting out. Having a godfather in Nigerian politics, especially one of Jagaban's status, can be one hell of a boost. And what that simply means is that the only problem is you are a dog on a leash and acting out of line isn't in the master's plan. You can ask Akemi Ambode. And never to be forgotten for making waste trainers great again. Definitely Ogbeni Rauf Aregbesola's second-hand godfather role in getting Oyetola elected didn't do much to create any meaningful bond between both of them. The current governor took over the government house and started moving furniture around. Ogbeni's signature policies, which I'm talking about Rauf Aregbesola signature policy, like his unpopular unification of school uniforms, were thrown in the bin. The current governor took over the government house and started moving furniture around. Who could that be? Well, a cousin Oyetola, which is the governor at present, Governor Oyetola of Osun State, basically called his predecessor a terrible decorator who was drunk on the job and blew the paint budget on Shawama. Oh my God, he blew the paint budget. Well, but also, what was this seriously about? Well, Captain Jagaban, civil war or thereabout. Note that's been quoted. Tinubu's name started ringing out in Osun State again just days before the APC primary election to decide the flag bearer for the July 16, 2022 governorship election. In a gathering last week with the supporters of his faction, the Osun Progressives TOP, Ogbeni openly called Jagaban an hypocrite or a hypocrite wherever. His argument was simple. Yes, Oyetola made a mockery of his legacy and has done nothing to deserve a second term. If Jagaban could engineer the death of Ambode's second term and second bid in Lagos for the same reason, why won't he do it to Oyetola? That's the question. And that's where Aregbesola or Ogbeni Rauf Aregbesola is coming from. We suspect it's the blood ties doing the magic here, but we cannot claim to know the Jagaban's motivations. This rally was so chaotic that someone with a mic loudly mocked Jagaban for reportedly peeing himself in public. Okay, that is what the narrative is. And then who won? Yes, Ogbeni Rauf Aregbesola can no longer run for the governor's seat. So now it threw his support behind Moshood Adeoti, who is believed to have been his choice 4 years ago, before Tinubu, brought in Oyetola, and there was nothing he could do than to support just because Tinubu supported him. But yes, not his will, and now he has his own instinct and his own will to put in or bring in someone who he likes. Since Tinubu is the Jagaban of Lagos, now why can't he stay in Lagos? That's the plight, and that's where the problem lies. Though they were friends, and though Tinubu helped him to become the governor, I noticed that definitely it is only Fashola that has been so very loyal and committed to his work, and rather I would say Sanwo-Olu also is just yielding to the bid of the paymasters. But when the APC elected its flag bearer on February 19, 2022 this year, and not a lot of people were surprised that Oyetola won. It is a defeat that Ogbeni Rauf Aregbesola is not taking too graciously, and as hinted will be contested in court. Well, if you say Jagaban versus Ogbeni, then you will be saying Tinubu versus Aregbesola. Ogbeni Rauf Aregbesola, public attack on Jagaban may have been shocking, but it did not come as a surprise. The former Osun State governor has been trying to escape Tinubu's shadow and spread his own godfatherism wings. His Lagos wings were clipped when Tinubu, the APC leadership, there disbanded his mandate group, which was originally founded by Tinubu in 2020. Now, also, this happened in Lagos after the February 19 primary election in Osun State. What is it that happened? You would like to know. You'll be curious. Well, in the part 2 of this segment, I would like to, buttress more of the points and know what has transpired and what the results are. Yes, this is where I'm going to draw the curtain. Thanks for listening, and God bless.